the runoff here is not going to be ideal yet. As you can see, coming at the end of this straightaway, it's a little rocky and not real smooth. So let's take that into consideration today when we're riding that. We really probably don't want to run off the track. A lot of these corners too are double apex corners. So therefore, when you get in there and if you're a little hot, there's not much room for error. So kind of today, take it easy going into all the corners and make it up on the exit if you have to. If you're going in too hot, more than likely you're going to run off the track. With being double apex corners, there's really nowhere to go if you get in too hot. For instance, like this corner here, if you come in a little hot, you know, it's going to put you at the beginning of this next curve, which is going to put you about right where we are here, you know. So if you're able to come into that first corner a little slower, you can set up for the second corner and drive up this hill. Another thing in this particular corner also is that this is where we come out of the pits, right? Just remember that when everybody comes out of the pits, down this right side of this line all the way up the hill. And everybody coming out of this corner, kind of be aware of people driving out of the pits, okay? Because if you're coming through here, this guy's coming through here, potentially meet in this area. So actually the guy that is coming out of the pit should really be a little bit more aware of that than this guy. Because this guy here, he can't see these people coming out of the pits. So, alright. Also, take a good look at this as we go up this hill here. This corner here is the corner at the top of this hill here is the one most everybody runs off at. Because it looks like you can really drive hard up this hill. And you can. But the thing about it is you've got to start braking before you can even see the corner. Because that corner is right as soon as you get on the other side of the hill. And you can get up to probably a little over 100 miles an hour before you get to the top of that hill pretty easily. So definitely be aware of that as we come up to the top of this hill here in a second. As we get ready to look at the next corner, take a look at where you need to be and stuff. Okay, let's go up there. You guys noticed that as soon as you got to the top of that hill, you're going to take a left. But the thing about it is you don't want to come up top of that hill on the left side, because this corner is already hard enough to make as it is because it's so tight coming in. There's really no room for error because it's a double apex corner. But one thing that's going to help everybody a lot today is kind of putting the dots together by using the cones. Okay, if we turn in as close as we can to that back there, that cone, we'll make this corner as big as possible. Turn in at that cone, connect to this next cone, and then there's a cone right about here that you want to try to get out to. So we can set up to the exit of this next corner. Alright? And we connect to that cone and the next cone. Alright? Making it one complete nice arc. You don't want to turn and then come out about mid-track where this truck is, because then that makes this next part really, really tight. Okay? So, let's not run off the track today. Alright, let's go over to the next section. Actually one of the funner sections on the whole track. It kind of reminds me of racing out at Laguna Seca. It really drops off quite a bit right here. When you drive out of that corner back over there though, you don't want to stay to the right side of the track and try to come into this. You're going to make it really, really tight, okay? So we want to try to get back over here to the left side of the track and turn in, and then bring it down to this curve and kind of make the corner as big as possible. You don't want to make this real fast corner a tight corner. You want to make it even bigger so you have even less lean angle coming through here, okay? And then we want to aim for that cone over there, all right? A couple of reasons why. Not only does it make the entrance to that corner bigger where you got to carry less lean angle to get through it, but it also, if you look, that's where all the mud kind of runs across the track, and it's accumulating over here on the right side of the track. And you can see that there's less dirt the wider you go, okay? And when we raced here, that section was fairly slick, okay? We come through there, but when we did it, most of the dirt for some reason was it collected in that curve on the outside, so it was like natural for you to swing out there coming out of this corner with speed. but then it got really, really slick, so we'd have to come out of here and go about mid-track entering that corner. But it looks like today that it's less dirty out wide, so they've probably been out here with the water hose and stuff, washing the dirt off. But that's what we want to do. We want to try to set up wide. But also, you know, another one of them corners where you look at this runoff area here, and those hay bales aren't going to give.
How soft are they, man?
Well, they're not soft at all. They've been rained on for about a year. And then if you look at the hay bales on the other straightaway, there's a guardrail behind them, right? They're not going to move regardless of even if you hit them with this truck. Because that set of hay bales right there has a guardrail behind it too. So let's not run into them. All right, let's go to the next corner. You notice the whole corner was really nicely banked. Once you get around the apex and start driving out of it, it's real nice and banked. But of course, coming in, right as you get ready to turn in, it's kind of, the track kind of goes away from you a little bit. So this corner's got a lot of character to it. When you come in, you're kind of going uphill, so you're slowing down real nice. It'll slow down real quick, but right as you turn in, okay, the track drops off. All right, so be careful as you turn in because you don't have near as much traction as you did under braking. All right, but the good thing about it is as you start to drive out of the corner, you've got camber. You got lots of traction on the exit of the corner, which is right at the thing about this track is that it's new, and they don't really have all the elevation finished on it yet, but it is very fun to ride, and I think you guys are going to get a real kick out of it. All right, as you can tell, the runoff in this corner is decent. It's not so bad. As long as it's not too muddy, you might be able to survive there. Now the reason they've made the runoff so good here is because if you look, from the braking area down to this part right here is downhill, probably possibly as much as 3 stories. Okay, so therefore they're expecting a lot of people to run off. So they made the runoff pretty good down there. But we're not going to run off today because we're gonna slow down before we get to here. And I'll tell you, this corner, to get to this point right here on my motorcycle was very difficult to get slowed down for. Therefore, you guys are going to slow down sooner than I did. We'll work on that. All right. So basically, before the track drops off coming into here, you want to be on the brakes. So you'll be braking for this corner also well before you even see it. All right. As we come into this corner, because this spot right here is so tight, we want to set up at the far right side of the track to come into this corner. We want to make this section as big as possible also, all right? But if we're coming into this corner on the far left side of the track, we're making that really, really tight, and more than likely we're going to end up out there, okay? So start on the right side, connect to that cone, and then come out to where we are right here, all right? But if you've noticed, we've already been through a lot of double apex corners, and we got a lot more to go to. All right. So let's go to the next one.